I've known great men who've grown up here. They would tell me how the streets were made of music and how the buildings were painted in ebony soul. That's what they told me now. How these blocks went from jazz to soul to rap like a smooth transition between songs on a perfectly clean vinyl record. There's no cracking, no interruptions, no scratches. It just plays. It just goes on and on and on and on. And you have no choice other than to enjoy the sounds that it gives you. Like that was the Harlem I grew up hearing about. I mean, the Harlem of Langston Hughes, where the white folks were put to shame because they had to face the simple truth that there ain't no art like the art made by brothers and sisters with dreams bigger than this world could hold. I mean, there have only been 2 times called a Renaissance. Now, one being back in my dude Shakespeare's day when he wrote all the classics and people got all a new appreciation for art and all that. Well, at least that's what I was taught in history class. But I guess you can only take that with a grain of salt because the same class that taught me that the slaves were happy workers, they were the ones who taught me about Shakespeare. So I don't know. But you also have that other time. The other time was called the Harlem Renaissance. And that, man, is how I wish I were alive to see that. I mean, we went from picking the cotton to running the cotton club. I can almost hear the change still when I walk down the sidewalk. Like there's a flavor to it, a swagger that can't be replaced. But as the saying goes, change is inevitable and change will always happen whether you like it or not. Whether you ask for it or not, whether it's good or not. I mean, the more the world spins, the more things just change. And the things that once were flipped upside down and turned into something completely new, for better or for worse. I live in Harlem now, the place great men used to tell me about, a place that used to be made of music. And now I still hear the music coming out of the coffee shops down the street, but there's an alternative band that has a loyal following, and it's a loyal following of white girls who after the show, they make their way down to the Chipotle to grab a bite to eat, take a left, there's a Red Lobster, and across from there, there's an American Apparel, America the Beautiful. I salute your way of gentrifying anything you can. I bet in 10 years, they're going to gentrify the gentrification. Let's not forget the Whole Foods, because if there's one thing Langston Hughes was dreaming about while writing all those stories, it was a place to buy overpriced organic products. You're welcome, Zora Neale Hurston. At least there's still the Apollo to remind us. Yeah, I'm about to have a kid now. I found out a couple of weeks ago. I don't know how to feel about it. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited. Hell, I'm ecstatic, but the world changes so fast and the block you lived on becomes a whole new planet overnight. Like, I want my child, my son or daughter to grow up knowing music, to know that there was once a place where feet were firmly planted and people who looked like us ruled the world for a brief period of time, at least. Because no one really seems to understand me when I said I'm talking about what I'm talking about. They just say, oh, it's time for you to start a business. It's a great place to start making a name for yourself. Start in Harlem, work up to Manhattan. I don't want that, okay? I don't think I want to do that, at least not right now. It's just not what I want. It's not what drives me, okay? It's not what wakes me up in the morning. Nah, what wakes me up in the morning is the smooth sound of the past. I see my great-grandfather in his big wool suit with a feather in his hat, rolling up to my great-grandmama in her day dress or flapper guard. You know, I bet Gatsby didn't have nothing on them. Those are the brothers and sisters who made the world turn, and I don't think I'm wrong for wanting it back. Like, I know change has to happen, okay? I know life has to happen, but maybe we'd be a little bit more happy, a little bit more together, if we could pull out a few saxophones, y'all, and just let the city sing us to sleep for a little while. Then we'll have kids who will continue writing notes to the songs. It won't necessarily change it. It'll just keep getting better.
Hello, my name is Chris Eli Black, and I wrote Langston Hughes in a Whole Foods. To me, Harlem is a symbol of the past that has passed us by and the present in the sense that we still have a piece of its presence in the present. And for that, we remember the reasons we made it to this point in the street that made us, even if it isn't the same as it used to be.
My name is Janet Mitchell, and I am the Artistic Director of AGM Theater Company. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the wonderful artists who participated in I Remember Harlem When. Harlem means love, joy, peace, family, and community. Thank you all again, and we look forward to seeing you the next time.